actually, good call. Are they still there?
I don't know. I'm spectating you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Not only did you nade mouth, you then immediately got him killed.
I didn't kill him. Joe Rogan Sweat killed him.
All right, friends. That needs to be my cue.
I feel you on that. Later, Justin.
Murdered by Joe Rogan Sweat.
Bye.
See you, friends. See ya.
I am also going to go.
What time is it? Oh, it's 8:30. Okay.
I hope you enjoy whatever it is you are doing.
Thank you. See,
Are you streaming still?
Probably.
Well, enjoy cars.
It's likely. Cars or cards? I'm not sure. I hung up on the mid-sentence because I didn't want to give him a chance to respond. But it was a good time for Unity. Just trying to think what we're gonna do. I don't really want to. Tomo, you wanna be in the room, Tomo? Hello. I mean, Project Cars is always a lot of fun, but it's a little insular, you know? Like, not everybody, not everybody enjoys watching the Project Cars, you know what I mean? Do you hear this, man? Tomo? He's losing his mind. Tomo? Tomo? Here, buddy. Here. Oh, Tomo. No. Do not. No. You can't see him yet, but just be cool. Just be cool. He's my son. He's my son. Hello, Tomo. I need to get one of my hands back, buddy, so that I can hit the change screen button. It's my good son, Tomo. He doesn't really like being on the lap, to be honest. Hello, Tomo. He's gonna jump in about a second, and that's his right. He's his own sovereign individual. Scratched me pretty good right across my freshly shorn chest, and then he'll still be meowing a little bit, right, Tomo? Right, Tomo? Oh, who's a good Tomo? Screw it, dude. I think I'll play a little bit of Project Cars. It's my pseudo day off anyway. Don't tell me to play 2.7, call me a baby man. I already played and beat 2.7. You just haven't seen it yet because you're living in 2000 and late. Go back to asking me when Gungeon goes live. Yeah, that's right, Tomo. I showed him. I don't want to play Streets of Rogue because I've been playing so much Streets of Rogue. I'm worried it's gonna be overkill. I don't want to burn out all the enjoyment that I have for the game. You know what I mean? Unity, as far as I know, should be back to its normal schedule next week. What did you mean by cards? Well, I was considering playing Griftlands, the new Clay, like Slay the Spire-esque FTL style card game. But then I was like, I haven't downloaded it, and I'm sure it's big, and I gotta stall in there. I gotta sign into that Epic launcher, and then I gotta deal with all the discourse in chat. Hey, game is good, but I can't in good conscience support the Epic store, so I've gotta... I'll see you tomorrow for the NLSS and all that, you know, mumbo jumbo. There we go. I gotta turn it down a little bit here. It's a little noisy. So I'm hopeful I could perhaps did we not we raced this and it didn't count? Did we? It was Silverstone, right? Is this Silverstone? It is Silverstone. But we did so well. Was anybody here 5 hours ago when we did this? I wanna graduate from this circuit. I don't know.
You've made it this far, now safer.
I don't know where we have to finish in order to graduate from the circuit. It will not happen in this race, but the next 5 races it could theoretically happen, and then I get to drive real cars that aren't designed to get you around the grocery store. I'm not saying the grocery store parking lot. I mean the literal... Oh, bullshit. Race stewards. Just a funny name for a cop. Pass me! You have to pass me or I'm gonna get in trouble. Thank you. Okay. Honestly, I remember essentially zero about this, and the driving physics in this are a little different than they are in PUBG. So I remember we came 7th. But I don't remember the actual outline of the course at all. If we could come 7th this time, I would still consider it a pretty big win. Because when we came 7th before, we were fresh. Can we get some F1? I want to save my F1 muscles for if we go back to Mouth 1. It's been a... Oh, that's no good. It's been a few weeks of Mouth 1 getting a little bit disrupted. But honestly, this is like more... Like, it's substantially more challenging than the settings we were playing F1 2019 at. And that's made it a little bit more fun, I think, as well. Anyone else been getting a big variety of Pokemon in Pokemon Go this or lately? I think they changed spawn rates right now because GoFest Yokohama is happening right now. So some Pokemon have boosted spawn rates. Poliwag, that's a big one. Anorith's back in the rotation. Caught some Swinubs. Oh, there we go. I like Sneasel, that's true. I like Poliwag because oh, that's so bad. The first evolved form of it, Flossus. It's a gamer. Yeah, 30 to 50 feral pigs, exactly. Do you have a slacking? No. I've got 4 slackings. I went hard on slacking community day back in, I think that was June's community day. Excuse me? For what? I touched the grass. I'm sorry, I didn't know the groundskeeper would be so ornery.
That lap is a universal best.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
I mean, I thought it was a pretty good lap. We're not going to catch anybody. It's more like a nice Sunday drive right now, but that's okay. This is the corner routinely screws up my entire race. Just a little bit of extra. Okay, that's pavement. We're good. Could be worse. The problem is slacking kind of sucks. I hate to say it, but like he's tanky, but like extremely useless for PvP. Sorry, brother. Whoops. I don't like. Whatever, dude. Just penalize me. See if I. Okay, we made it happen. There's, if you live in a big city, like, I think the standards are different. Because people are like, you know, you can just put slacking in a gym and he's tanky as hell. Yeah, it doesn't really matter when, like, 6 Discord tryhards come around and just bop you in 2 seconds with 18 Machamps. Slack, he gets kicked out in, like, a second. It happened, like, 3 times last night. I put slacking in a gym. Walk like a block. Slacking needs a treat. Slacking's back after a hard battle. Like, why don't we just work together? Why don't you let me hold the gym for like an hour, then you take it over, then I'll hold the gym, you know, blah, blah, blah. We'll alternate instead of doing it like this. That's okay, though. I'm not mad at that part of the Pokemon Go community. I'm mad at the part of the Pokemon Go community that's like, what the hell, Community Day started 30 seconds ago? I've got 99% Ralt spawns, but a freaking Sandshrew just showed up. Oh, this is classic Niantic. That's the part of the Pokemon Go community. Makes me shake my head. Alright. Not my best performance, but it's okay. We weren't going to make it this season anyway. Next season, maybe we got a chance. Series unsuccessful. No, I know. We did win one! There were way too many routes. Oh, no. I don't want to be in this circuit. That's my mistake. I want to be in this circuit. Well, I mean, if you were annoyed by the amount of routes, I should say. Yeah, Team Project Cars 69, if possible. You gotta keep in mind, it was Routes Community Day on Saturday, so it was really just like for a 3-hour period. Most of the time, the Routes does not show up. Alright. I remember this course. I caught many shinies. I caught a shiny with good IVs. It was high quality. Are we going straight into the race, brother? Let's do it. Shiny Rayquaza in my first legendary raid. I'm jealous. So I'll tell you, here you go, okay? You break, well, not on lap 1 because you're a little slower on off the start. Whatever, pass me. Pass me. Well, I'll tell you, race control's not going to be too happy about that one. But I know this course. I raced this course for like 3 hours trying to get a half-decent qualifying lap while simultaneously watching, I don't know, like 15 episodes of Queer Eye. Drive-through penalty going to the pit lane? Cowards. Actual cowards.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Repeat, yellow flag in sector 1.
Sure, I'll drive through the friggin' pit lane. How many positions are we gonna lose here? All of them? Okay, that's a quick restart for sure. I gotta turn on the AC though. Kate, if you're watching, I apologize. It's 28 degrees Celsius though. Is getting a little. It's getting a little hot. I mean, when my camera's screwed up, you saw the size of my office. We're not really dealing with like, it's not a large thing here. Ruka. Are you gonna stay in the box? If you're not gonna stay in the box, you gotta get out. I'm not running a freaking cat daycare here. I like your YouTube play button on the wall. Oh, thank you. I can't watch The Boys on Amazon Prime because I'm watching The Terror on Amazon Prime right now. Well, that's not a great start. Started in 12th, back to 12th. It's alright, you accelerate through the apex. With or without this dude directly in front. We got plenty of time, I am a third of the way through episode 3 of The Terror. Seems very good so far. Nice little nautical slow burn. Alright. We're out here getting cleanish laps. Here we go. Cutting a little edge off the corner. I screwed it up so bad. Huge brake hit. Hello, Robert. Robert, this is what American Truck Sim has done to me, by the way. I was like, yo, driving normally? That's cool. But what if we could drive a normal car at abnormal speeds? That's clean. Get out of here, Mr. Petroblast. I mean, that's on him as far as I'm concerned. He got ornery that I was going to pass him. Got in a little tizzy. Now make this game but long distance. Well, you can do 24-hour Le Mans. 24-hour Le Mans classes. Okay, we got an ace corner 1. Then we're not going to restart. I just wanted to get my sea legs underneath me. Here we go. You don't have to become position 1 on corner 1, but you got to be in the mix. Now, if Mr. Dominum could get out of the way, that'd be very nice for me. Sorry, arm hairs brushing the mic. Little tight on the apex there, but dude, we're in. Sorry, brother. Rubbin's racing. Decent enough. I can live with this. 5th place. Way behind 4th, but I know how to race this course. You come over the hill here, tap your brakes a little bit. Try not to turn 45 degrees there. Ooh. Oh, thank you.
The driver in front's increasing
Oh.
gains 3 seconds, but you're still very, very close. Keep pushing on him, keep pushing.
Really? Have you Googled it? Well, it might be one of those, WebMD things. I don't know itchy foot symptoms. Oh, you probably I bet is either the water in the bath was maybe a little too hot, or did you use a bath bomb? Something in the bath bomb maybe give you a little reaction or something. That's my guess. Yeah, sometimes I just get itchy feet sometimes too.
That's your fastest first sector time.
It's just life, you know? Well, it's more like I was gonna go into a bit about how, like, you know, when you're like 17, you feel like almost exactly the same day in, day out. And it's like, you know, as you get older, you start to have days that are like a little bit uneven, you know? You just wake up one day and you're like, you know, hey, my stomach hurts. And then the next day, I mean, he hit me, so like, what are you supposed to do? No, I feel pretty good today. I mean, honestly, like, my bad days started being a lot less bad. Once I actually started, like, taking care of my body. Especially, like, eating enough. People don't put enough credit on, like, eating throughout the day. People are, like, proud that they don't eat breakfast, and it makes no sense to me. You know, different strokes for different folks. But when people are like, you know, I feel bad, and you're like, oh, what have you had to eat today? On, you know, old Skittles. Oh, well, there's your problem. Nah! That can't be it. Don't blame the Skittles. Probably just radioactive dust in the air. I just found out one of my coworkers fasts for 6 days, binges, and then does it again. I'm not a nutritionist. It sounds really bad for you. But moreover, I have a lot of sympathy for your coworker because that sounds like the quality of life that you would have would be absolutely abysmal. Like, more than just being like, that's dumb. I'm like, are you okay? Because, like... Excuse me, brother. Thank you. Like, that just seems like really, really bad for you. And, like, you would not be happy while you do it. Again. Oh, you're too good. Hang back. You're making the other people feel bad.
Start thinking about defending your line.
No, I will, I can handle it myself. Are you raiding today, Kate? Okay. You can make yourself, like, a plate, and I'll grab a plate when I need it. She's done it already. I really don't want to come 7th in this race, because, like, it's one of the courses I actually know, but I keep screwing that freaking turn up.
3 seconds, but you're still very, very close. Keep pushing on him, keep pushing.
Yeah, I don't know, like... That's why, like, I'm very guilty of making video game metaphors into metaphors for life. Sometimes I get annoyed. Okay, take me back, take me back. I get annoyed, like, in Mario Maker. Not annoyed, but, like, perturbed. In Mario Maker, when Dan fails a jump, and then is like, I guess we gotta spin jump that. And I'm like, nah, you just gotta, like, do the jump properly. I feel like, I mean, sometimes you do have to spin jump, to be honest, but I feel like a lot of people in society are kind of, like, in the same boat. Like, for the average person, like, health and diet advice is very simple. And I'm always surprised when people are like, "There's, what am I supposed to do? Eat carbs, not eat carbs? Eat eggs, not eat eggs?" Well, it's like, where are you getting your? Just Google it. Like you'll figure it out. It's not that complicated. There's consensus. But people sometimes are like, "Yeah, but that's not good enough, or that wouldn't work for me, or blah blah blah. You don't understand." Screw this, I'm doing another outlap. You know, like, I think there's like a few things that are like that people have like demonstrable, consistent results on, like, you know, calories in, calories out, and also, you know, make those calories good whole foods whenever possible. And then, like, people have success on keto. I probably wouldn't be able to stick to it myself, but, you know, if it works for you, more power to you. And then, like, apart from that, I'm like, what else you need? Same with, like, working out, you know? It's not rocket science, but, you know, definitely does require some consistency, which I think is the most important thing, but, you know, I'm not, like, an expert, I guess. I don't know how many micrograms of selenium I eat a day. I'm gonna guess probably exactly as many micrograms as are in my multivitamin. Sorry. That was a bad corner on my part. You can pass me if you want, but you gotta get by me naturally. I'm not gonna give you the space. You gotta be careful though, because like giving, like not even giving advice, but like literally commenting on fitness, diet, lifestyle, really anything related to health online, people get a little ornery. They think you're preaching. They offer up reasons why they can't do it, but you know, I'm more just trying, like, philosophically. I'm like, most of the positive things I've been able to do in my life have not been a result of finding, like, one cool trick. It's been like, hey, building good habits and then just consistently doing them as long as possible.
That's your best so far.
But it's really, really hard to sell an ebook like that. It's like borderline impossible. Just go to the gym, forehead. Nobody's buying that ebook. I can't believe I have to do 9 laps. Marcus Aurelius did do it, kind of. Although a lot of meditations is basically just like, why are you mad? Just stop being mad. You can't control it. Just don't be mad anymore. And I'm like, oh, he's so wise. How does he know? I've watched Nathan For You, but I've only seen like 5 episodes because I don't get the network it airs on up here. As a result, I can't watch it on demand. There's a much cleaner section, but this lap is way worse. I hear it's an amazing show. I've seen the piss episode. I've seen the episode where he makes the poop-flavored frozen yogurt. I've seen that one. What I think is funny is, like, when he says he graduated, like, top of the line, or in the top half of his class from one of Canada's best business schools, and they show, like, Oh, I think it's Wally. Like the unit. It's either. I think it's Western's business school. They play it as like a joke, but I'm like, yo, shit, dude, he graduated from Wally? That's like. That's a pretty big deal. How'd you get into comedy? If you're Canadian, that's not a joke. It's like a. Not really like a humble brag, but.
A little bit more pace here and there.
Oh, I shouldn't hit the gas so hard. He had a C- average. Sounds like he should have ate more selenium. Don't race control. Don't do it, race control. Thank you. Way late on that one. This lap is a absolute disaster. Did I force him off? Ho ho ho! Still, cost me 3.5 seconds, but whatever. Big whoop, right? So what I'm learning about Project Cars is that it's so much better. What I'm learning about Project Cars is whatever place I'm in, I'm going to be like 10th place behind, or 10 seconds behind whoever's in front of me. And then I'm going to have an island of people behind me. I'm basically like the filter you have to pass if you want to make it to having a shot at the podium. You defend pretty decently? Oh, thank you. I know how to put my car where it shouldn't be.
Okay, we've got some pressure from behind. Start thinking about
Wow,
your
this sounds like you should see a proctologist, brother. Talk about it after the race. At the very least, no matter how the rest of this race goes, like, you got to admit, you had to pit maneuver me at that moment. That was when you thought it would be for the best. How dare you? It's a huge step up from last week. Without a single doubt in my mind. Last week couldn't even stay on the track. This week, oh, this is way late on the brakes. Never mind. This week, squeeze them out. Relatively clean race. Way over compensating on that. Just practice. Dude, that's why I like Project Cars. I mean, racing games in general. It's all about like, hey, here's the track. Track's not really changing. Car changes from time to time, but all you gotta do is, you know, you run it enough times, it's like learning the words to a song. Well, thanks for the resub, Corey. I saw you in PUBG today. I shot you, but you didn't die. Do I get points? Do I get any points? Hey, 11. I'm only 21 points behind. It's actually like better than I thought it would be. Ruka, you can't. You get under the pedals, my son. You get under the pedals. You cause problems. You get under the pedals. Can't be in here right now. Oulton Park. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. Like, I feel the same way about programming. Mind you, it's very much influenced by the fact that I learned how to program by taking, like, a class per semester for, like, 5 years. But, like, you know, people are like, I have 6 months of vacation. How can I learn enough to get a job as a junior engineer? And I'm like, I mean, you probably could. You might hate yourself and maybe have to fib a little bit in your job interview. Oh, thanks for the raid, Malf. But, like, you could also just, like, you know, follow the path that people have, like, laid out for you. And stop thinking, like, you're a special case that means that you need a very specific, bespoke plan for yourself. People have already made the plan. You know, that's why you got the course calendar at your school. Okay, I remember racing this course last night as well. Very wide. Don't hit me. That was just protecting the line. That's true. I'm talking less about boot camps. Although, you know, I honestly don't know enough to be skeptical or optimistic about boot camps. But I have seen anecdotally good results at least. But they usually are like a 3-month boot camp could be like 10 grand. Or more for that matter. You're really gonna try to take the inside on this one? I'm talking more about like, how many free code camp modules do I have to do to finish this by next Tuesday? That's nothing against free code camp. Probably free code camp taught me more HTML and CSS than the class I was forced to do at school that was supposed to teach me HTML and CSS. Actually, the class that taught me the most about HTML and CSS was my Node.js class, but I mean, it does make sense, I suppose. Well, I am 6 seconds behind the next closest person, but holding down that 5th position for now. You can hit the curb on that one. It's okay, they're clean. I have seen a little of Dan Sims gameplay. I saw a fire break out at a cookout. It all falls apart when I don't have somebody's lights to follow. Yeah, weenie roast. Alright. It's probably gonna be the last race here. I'm a little hungry. I feel a feverish hunger inside of me. It's been 7 hours since I ate lunch. I think I need a real meal. That would be fitting right now. Okay, we might restart that one. That was a little bit aggressive. Yeah, Ruka's also going a little crazy. You buy some time, you know. In the morning, you give him some wet food. Then he's like, he eats it, he gets a little sleepy. Then in the afternoon, he wakes up and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why is your door closed? Why are you talking to yourself? Like, please. Open the door. Why is the door closed? Open the door. Then when I open the door, he just meows at me while sitting on the floor. And I go, don't jump on the desk. And he jumps on the desk. Joke's on you. I'm eating lunch right now. Don't make me jealous, dude. Don't make me jealous. Yeah, he also, he does love to jump on the power button. And I've disabled it on Windows. This is another restart waiting to happen. I really thought they would just pass me. But he loves jumping on the power button. Mouth, this one's for you, okay? You have to have it. Talking and playing this game simultaneously is like, if you can do this, you should be the next Buzz Aldrin. You should go to outer space. No, I can't do radio silence, because then it's just weird. It's like, I don't stream to drive a virtual car around fake Scotland. I stream to tell jokes. It's my only strength. And to time out people in chat I've only seen say negative stuff all stream. Like Burdot earlier today. No hard feelings, brother. Cat's trying to get in. That guy asked why he was timed out. You can tell him I timed him out. I mean, he has a righteous case to be upset because, I mean, he is a subscriber. But, I mean, there were like 6 or 7 times during the stream where I was like, oh, someone said some negative stuff in chat. Who is it? Oh, it's this guy with my face next to his name. And eventually I was just like, man, you need a little bit of a cooling off period. Your negativity's bringing people down, myself included. And if you're gonna do that, you better be at least a 71-month subscriber. Oh, Malf. Malf, what's the gift subs for? I appreciate it, but I'm begging the question. Oh, because he got a lot today. Oh, that little pay it forward meta. I see how it is. Bottoms up, and Bezos laughs. It's Gift Sub Tuesday. I'm down for all of Malf's Hallmark holidays. I think they're going to be the big thing in 2020. By the way, Burdot was the sacrificial lamb. There were a few other people that I was like, you just exclusively been talking shit all stream. You're on thin friggin' ice. No, that's Birdman is the guy from PUBG. He's cool. Burdot also might be cool. He was saying some stuff that was just antagonistic. You know? We talked about it in a Mario Maker episode, me, Dan, and Mathis, but it's, you know, trying to steer the community away from negativity a bit, because it was a problem earlier this year. And I think, you know, it's just better for, you know, not only the chat environment, but also the mental health of the streamers that are like, you know, actually providing the entertainment. To have a, you know, slightly more positive environment. Still allow criticism, but when people are just lazy, like, hey, oh, why are we even watching this? We just know they're gonna die anyway. Like, that's just like, I'm sorry, you've lost your rights to review the product for 600 seconds. That's why we're trying to cultivate a more positive atmosphere. If you, I mean, I'd encourage you to give it a try. You know, put a smile on your face and watch the show, and you know, don't succumb to the dark side of just assuming that enlightenment's only path is through dismissiveness and and cynicism, I welcome you to give that an opportunity. And if you're not willing to do that, then perhaps our journey is at an end. And, you know, it's time to find one of the many communities on Twitch that will enable that kind of bad behavior and profit from it.
Sector 2 stage.
Speaking of which, skirt. All right, that was a little mean-spirited. Not what I was saying, but the pit maneuver. Hello, Ruka. Yes. Hello. Hi. Hello. Ah! Now you're in the room. Do you see now the room? There's nothing in the room that you should be so excited about? Sit in go to the sleeping box. It's the box for sleeping. He's already had wet food. You can be in here. Just don't step on the pedals or jump up. Like, I got a protein shake blender bottle. I got a glass cup for coffee. I got a water bottle. I got a bowl that had some watermelon in it. Like, this would be a really bad time for you to jump on the desk. All right, maybe like one more, dude. Don't jump on the computer. If you see the stream end out of nowhere, you know what happened. Talk about like distracted driving. Anyway, so that's what's on my mind lately. You know, it was very encouraging talking to Dan and Matt about it, and you know, telling Dan, you know, the way his community has come together has been an inspiration, and same thing for Malf as well. He's got a very like, cat die. I see you jumping up on the computer. Now he's getting under the freaking power bar. Get out of here. Please. Please go. You're gonna make me climb under my desk? Oh my god. I was in the middle of a bit. Ruka. He trusted me. Whoop. And whoop. And there we go. I will see you soon. Make sure I have my headphones on in the right direction so I know where they're coming from. But it's you know, they built their community in a more positive direction. I mean, I really like it. It's very self-inflating, but like I meant what I said, which is like, you know, when I started on Twitch and YouTube, I was just like, you know, happy to have people watching my stuff, and if the trade-off was like every now and then they were gonna be like, hey, I'm smarter than you, then I was like, all right, that's fine. If that's the price you gotta pay to have people watching you, then I'm like, that's cool. But now, I think I'm in a position where I'm like, whenever I read something that's just like obviously negative, I'm like, I would rather you just go. Like, maybe not everybody would stick around, but enough people would stick around that I would be fine. You should just, like, first don't do that, and then secondly, like, just leave. Basically, is where you go from there. But yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, is like the spirit of chat has changed over the years too. Like the content we made used to be a little bit more like playfully adversarial. I think it's starting to get a little bit more positive spirit, or at least like, I don't want to say wholesome because I don't think that's the case, but it is in a little bit of a sense, you know? But like the other thing is, I think I've just seen like so much needlessly cynical bullshit stuff on the internet that I'm like, I can't in good conscience just like support that kind of attitude anymore. It feels better this way. Oh, thank you. I think everybody on the NLSS is cool. Well, you know. Thank you. First instinct is going to be like, well, you know, can't win them all. I mean, Malvin and I, we've talked about it on the shows we've done, for sure. But it's like, I honestly, my first reaction when I see someone being like real negative on the internet is not actually like, wow, fuck this dude, he's a lame piece of garbage. It's really like, that guy needs to go outside. His world is this big. You know, it's, when I see people getting mad about like very inconsequential video game stuff, I'm like, you need to, and this is meant from a place of positivity, like you need to cultivate other hobbies, because like normal people don't say the things that you're saying to strangers on the internet about like media. Like, it's just because you built your whole online identity in this one world. You know, you gotta like, it doesn't have to be like the best hobby in the world, you know, right off the bat. Just get out and like, you know, go do, you know, start riding your bike, start jogging, learn how to play golf, or start gardening, or, you know, read a book in the sun. Like, it helps to be well-rounded, you know? And then when something is bothering you, usually you're able to contextualize it a little better, I think. And instead of being like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened, you're like, you know, it's just it's a bump in the road, you know, in the journey of life. Yeah, instead of bashing Pokemon Go because it doesn't have mechanics that are sticky for core gamers, why don't you just go turn your brain off for 20 minutes, go outside, catch a couple Rattatas. Just don't get too into it, because I see those people on the Sylph Road subreddit, classic Niantic. Has anybody else had disproportionately low IV catches in the wild this week? Oh, Niantic screwed up their weather boost again. Don't be that guy. You come home and you just go, you know, luck wasn't on my side today. Let me give you an example. I saw people on the Pokemon Go subreddit. The thread was, hey, did anybody stay up late for the Yokohama Go Fest worldwide spawn rate changes? Can you report how you feel about it? And then somebody was like, me and my friends took a midday nap and set up tenting stuff in one of the parks in our city, waited for 7 hours, and then when midnight came around, when Pokemon Go Fest was supposed to start, the spawn rates didn't change. This is just classic Niantic. Why don't they communicate with their player base that like blah 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 blah? And I'm like, dude, like I do admire the dedication, to be sincere, and it sounds like it could be a fun little adventure, but I'm also like, maybe if they don't tweet about it, you should not do that. And then especially don't do it if you're gonna be like mad about, you know, if it doesn't go your way afterwards. You know, you're showing up first in line for the cafeteria and you're like, all of the pizza please, and they're like, oh, today's not pizza day, today's fish and chips day. Oh, but last time you had the pizza and it sold out, so I wanted to make sure I was here early. Classic. I don't know the name of any food services. Sodexo? Sodexo, thank you. Gordon's Food Services. That's the other one I see all the time out here. And this is what I'm saying is going to sound like antagonistic, but it's not the case. It's actually from a place of not even sympathy, but like a place of like having been there, you know? Like I've definitely been in places in my life where I spent too much time on the internet. You're like, hey, did you see this? Bethesda selling horse armor. This is insane. This is an outrage. And then like, I don't know, just as I've gotten older, I've been like, it's deeply uncool to just be to just be mad every day about nonsense. Cisco, that's another one. That's why like if anything else, I'm more just like, you know, I'm like a performative example to a modest extent at least of like trying to break that bad habit of getting the dopamine rush from like righteous anger online. And the way I think you do it, the way that it's worked for me, excuse me, sir, please get out of my way, is you gotta like get other stuff going on in your life. Other hobbies, you know, other habits, blah, blah, blah. But what you can definitely not do, I mean, you could do it, I can't stop you. But like for your psyche, what you definitely should not do is just refresh Twitter, Reddit, forums, etc., all day, and then be like, why am I mad? I feel like those sites in the modern day are like designed to pump aggravating content up to the forefront. Like I got a pet theory about Twitter, okay? I have no evidence to back this up whatsoever, but my theory about Twitter is like, man, what if somebody at Twitter HQ just realized that the best way to amp up interaction on Twitter is to put tweets into your feed from people that have the exact opposite political opinions as you? You know, like, wait, in case you missed it, you know, here's what Joe Walsh thinks about something. And I can see people being like, oh, and then they spend another, 20 minutes on the website raising engagement. I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying if I made a fictional movie where Tim Robbins played the CEO of Twitter, that might be one of the things that he would pitch. I think we're going to have to settle for 8th here, boys. I screwed up the pivotal turn. Like, I wonder if they've A/B tested. Like, hey, what happens if we put, like, tweets from people that have similar interests in your feed versus tweets from people who have, like, the exact opposite opinion? Screw you, buddy! 7th, it's coming home. It's coming. 7th, coming home. Oh. Where are we at? Okay, we're 33 points behind. That's pretty bad. What a race. Dude, I'm telling you, we're at least to the point where after 6 or 7 false starts, we can clean race a little bit. Corbett in 2nd. What else is new? I don't know anything about British politics. Except I know that you guys have had like 8 prime ministers in the past 5 or 6 years, which I can relate to because Canada kind of went through that in the mid-2000s as well. Oh yeah, Australia too. That's right. You guys have been switching. You've been switching prime ministers like all the time. I know stuff about French politics. I know that Nicolas Sarkozy was a tiny man, and I know that the current prime minister is Macron. That's all I got. I don't know why this got auto-modded, but I love this. The Australian PM shit himself in a McDonald's. Beautiful. Automod, so it gets a lot of bad stuff, I'll admit. Like sometimes you just see Automod and you're like, yeah, okay, it's the N-word. I see why Automod got that. One of the things I really like though is seeing somebody get banned by Automod, or like their message timed out, and then they type the exact same thing but like with a space in between it after that, and Automod still gets it, and then they like move the space to try to get it, figure out like where the break is in the Automod regular expression is so good. And then eventually they just like put like an ASCII dick in chat and get actually banned, and you're like, this is a great use of your time. You got us. I don't know what we're going to play on the show tomorrow, to be honest. It was a good one today, but it feels weird. It feels weird to stream for 6.5 hours and have that be the end of my day. It's like, what do you... I already set my videos before work, too. Before stream. I gotta get a hobby myself. I guess I could raid. Anyway. You know, I should play Grifflands. Either way. I'm gonna send you somewhere I really gotta eat. Like, I would love to just kind of like mindlessly keep streaming for a little bit more. And that's very sincere, but I gotta get some food in me. I'm gonna send you over to Austin. Full disclosure, he is playing Dota Underlords. You have been warned. Give it a try. Maybe it'll stick with you. Statistically, it sticks with some of you. You might give it 30 to give it 10 minutes and see how you like it. But for now, I'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. PT. Who knows what we're going to play? But I'll see you then. And also, thanks for the support on the YouTube videos. I meant to make a tweet about it, but like Mario Maker stuff, Mario Maker collaborations, Streets of Rogue, in particular, are all, and GeoGuessr, all doing real well right now. Very much appreciate it. It's kind of like the whole spirit of doing the new variety to begin with that we talked about like 6 months ago in Subnautica, before I played Gungeon for 3 months straight. This is kind of what I was going for, is the constant, you know, like cycling where the dead stuff falls off the trees and it becomes the fertilizer, and now you're playing Grifflands, and then, you know, something else rots off of it, and now you're checking out My Summer Car, and you're blah blah blah. You get the idea. Oh, thank you, Techno Rubik, for the 10 gifted subs as well. One day I will be good at Streets of Rogue. I don't know when. Hopefully soon. Either way, I'm sending you to Austin. Have a good night.